sorry for that short interruption. It looks like we're back now. And anyways, like I was saying, we're doing our weekly Saturday AMA. We actually put a challenge out, so anyone who comes in here and asks a question and posts below my challenge, they'll get 0.1 EOS. So we got, I said I was going to be live for another 20 minutes. So we'll see if anyone comes, takes advantage of that, and wins some crypto. And let me see if I can invite people to the AMA right now. So let's see if we get some people viewing. Remind people that we are live. And we are going live. So I think we sent some notifications letting people know that we were live right now. And this is the time that they can ask about questions about the project. If they got things that they're curious about, things they don't know how, if they don't know how the software works. We're pretty straightforward. Basically, all ChallengeDac is an easy-to-use application that lets people create and participate in smart contract challenges. And all that means is people are able to upload a smart contract. So that's just a fancy word for, a piece of data, a piece of, code. And in the contract, it has rules as a prize, and it has rules for how the prize gets released. And if someone carries out the rules, then they should be able to release the challenge. The creator will be able to release the tokens to you, and that person gets rewarded for winning a challenge. So last night I was hanging out with a professional streamer. This guy streams all the time, and he gets donations, and he kind of I don't know if he makes much money from it, but that's kind of what he does. And I was hanging out with him last night, and people were just popping on his stream or whatever, and then I put out a challenge for people to earn a little bit of cryptocurrency for jumping on a stream and getting rewarded, and quite a few people on challenge took advantage of that. So all types of ways of winning and receiving crypto. And for that person who's always trying to grow their stream, using challenge can be a great way of getting additional people on your stream, and all types of other cool stuff. So let me see what else we got on our notes here. And big thing too is this week we're gonna keep pushing for letting we're gonna keep pushing and advocating for big exchanges who are block producers, and that's the key thing. Exchanges who block produce, who get EOS network rewards. We're going to really try to let them know that it would help if they added the CHL token or other active EOS tokens. I think the EOS technology, or EOS as a whole, is being overlooked right now because there's not a whole lot of exciting projects. So you can do a lot on EOS, but there's not been any. There hasn't been the coverage that is deserved of the existing EOS technology. Nudex is very underappreciated. We got things like the Vigor token. Even Sense app works pretty well, but it's not getting the users it deserves. And ChallengeDac is practically one of the most used chains on the whole EOS blockchain. So really, it's crazy for somebody, as a block producer. You would hope that block producers want to do everything in their power, to support the EOS blockchain, because they have an interest in, as a block producer, getting rewarded every day in EOS. You have an incentive of doing well and having the token do well, the EOS token, because that's what you paid in your rewards for. So, one of the ways for the EOS token to do better is to have projects that are successful on the EOS blockchain. So, part of the reason Ethereum is successful is because there's so many ERC20 tokens that are fairly successful, and which made, because that's the whole reason to have Ethereum, is people need Ethereum to run the Ethereum virtual machine. Same thing with us, is the apps and the dApps that run on EOS. We're the consumer of resources, and the more demand we have, the more valuable the network should be. So exchanges like Bitfinex, Binance, OKEX, Who Exchange, Big One Exchange, those are all exchanges that are top 50, top 60 block producers who get rewards every day from the EOS network, but currently don't have the CHL token. Big One did have the CHL token for a while, and the Who Exchange did have it for a while, but they don't have it anymore, and that's a problem. Like I said, any of these big exchanges, they need to have the token on there. Big One had us on for maybe a month or two, maybe like 2 years ago, and I don't know why they took us off. And then Who Exchange used to be called Chainance, and they got taken down, or I believe they changed ownership, and then it moved to Who Exchange. And then after that, I don't think they had CHL token trading, and they still have like 5 or 6 million of our tokens, because we gave Chainance like 5 million tokens for them to list the CHL token, and then they change ownership like a few months later, and then the new people don't include CHL. So, but they're block producers, they're getting rewards every day, they need to support the EOS community. There is no EOS community if it's not being supported. So very important to support the EOS network and support the tokens on there, and that's a great way for these block producing exchanges to help out, because I don't think they're building tools like, EOS Flare. They have a cool tool, they're a block producer. EOS Authority, look at all the cool stuff they've made. These exchanges, how they add values by, dealing in tokens and adding liquidity and helping with demand. I mean, we got so much demand for CHL right now that we really need a couple big exchanges. I can't tell you how many people are coming to me and saying, Chase, man, I really like Nudex. And out of all the people I've told to go to Nudex, and I think a lot of them have had trouble, because you have to, first of all, you have to buy your EOS tokens. Coinbase was not even say you want to get your EOS, you got to get your EOS, then trade it for CHL through Nudex, and that's a lot for most people. So big priority of the exchange is, for the last year or two, we've been very concentrated on just building, delivering a product that works. It's very tough to have a token and an idea in a project when you don't have an application that works. And we were in that position for a year or two. We were actively working on Challenge, but we didn't have anything working. So now, especially the last 6 months, having a working product, and cool. Thank you, Roxana. Yeah, let us put that down below. If you're following the challenge and you want that 0.1 EOS, just screenshot that and drop it down below. And thanks for joining the live stream. And like I said, I put out a challenge. Anyone who joins this live stream who lets us know that they were here, just drop a question or drop your username, screenshot it, go over to the challenge application and drop it. We'll do a 0.1 EOS, and that's for anybody that joins the stream and to ask a question. So yeah, I look forward to giving you an EOS if that's what your 1.1 EOS for everyone who joins and asks a question. So, but challenge version 8. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. Referral codes, adding Telos, adding Hive. Those are all things that we're looking to do. Cleaning up a little bit of things with the software, being able to mark multiple people when you give them a reward. So good stuff like that. And we're trying to get more challenges put out. And then I remember I was just talking about how important it is for the block producing exchanges to support CHL and active EOS tokens. Hopefully maybe within the next couple of days we might put out some sort of document, some sort of declaration, manifesto to see if we can get people to support it. Basically saying something like, if you're an exchange and you're a block producing exchange, you have an obligation to support all the active EOS technology tokens. And I think that's reasonable, and I think that will really help the space grow, the whole EOS ecosystem grow, because everybody who holds EOS, who has EOS, it's a lot nicer when the price is higher, when it's more active, when EOS is getting the respect it deserves. So that's what's going on with that. Looks like we've had 1 or 2 questions so far, so not as many people as I thought would be taking advantage of the 0.1 EOS reward. So I know that maybe in a lot of places around the world it's evening time, and but this is usually the time we run our AMAs anyways. Maybe it's just the fact that City Mills isn't here. That's maybe why some of you guys aren't watching, and we don't have as many people watching right now. But nonetheless, we'll go another 8 minutes here and see if there's anyone else that claims their 0.1 EOS prize. Looks right now we've only had 2 questions. So we'll see who else joins. And so we'll definitely be doing more outreach to those block exchanging or block producing exchanges this week. Stay on the lookout for that. We should have a Vigor AMA coming up. Vigor is another active EOS project. They do a lot of great stuff. We have the Vigor token on the challenge application, so we've done challenges where we give out Vigor token, where people can win Vigor tokens, all that good stuff. And we're doing a AMA on their channel, and what we're going to do is we're going to probably give out some CHL to people that ask questions there, but have a chance for the Vigor community to ask us questions and tell us, and hopefully maybe get some good feedback from them, and what we really like is them to add CHL and let so people can do all their cool DeFi stuff using CHL, because they've really done a lot of cool DeFi stuff. So it looks like we got another question here. Because even Binance does not accept CHL on their platforms, we know is a good project. Why don't they take this into account? Usually they want big listing fees. So usually Binance and these big exchanges, they want like $1 million. They want some money to list. But I don't think that's fair to their users, and I don't think that's fair to the wider retail crypto users, because if you exclude projects, if you say, hey, I'm only going to have a project that pays us $5 million, yeah, that's great for Binance, but now your customers only have access to those projects that were giving $5 million to you to get listed. And maybe that project only spent $1 million on development, $5 million to get on Binance. Is that a token? What's a better token? Or is it a better token to have a token that spends $5 million on development and then only gives Binance $1 million? You know what I'm saying? So right now, it's Binance is just trying to probably, and I don't know for sure, but I imagine they want a big listing fee. But the challenge community is such an active community, and we're so well organized that we can collectively all reach out to Binance or any exchange we choose and let them know, hey, we are the wider crypto user base. We're all behind this token, and you need to please add us. And I think projects like, of course, no one gets a listing fee from Satoshi Nakamoto for Bitcoin, and there's some tokens like maybe Dogecoin or whatever they're not going to get listing fees for. So we just need to convince people that, or people just need to understand that we're a special project that's very big, that has a working application, and they just need to list us. I think it's only a matter of time before big exchange like an OKEX, like a Bitfinex, like a Binance, and Binance already holds like close to 100 million CHL tokens. So maybe, at some point they're going to give that to their users, or they'll open market in them. Hopefully, we don't know, but we're going to keep making challenges and keep reaching out to them and trying to get them to support the token, because I think it would really help us and Binance. I think it would help Binance too for them to get behind us. We're such a small cap project, and we got such solid technology behind us that I think it really do them good. So, like I was saying, the bigger AMA, we got that coming this Monday. We were trying to do it this previous Monday, but scheduling conflicts, and instead it's going to be this upcoming Monday. And that is what's going on with that. We're going to still do more token outreach. We really like to have a PCHL that would really help the project, so people can trade us on Ethereum. Even though our technology itself can't really run on Ethereum because it's not fast enough, most of the volume, most of the trading actions happening on Ethereum. So it really help us to have an ERC20 token. So that's another thing we're working on. And the cool thing, if P Tokens does it, they're very, they're considered credible right now, and they'll let these tokens move from, I think, multiple chains like Ethereum to Telos to EOS, and they do it in a very decentralized, trustworthy way, and maybe in return we could add their contracts, their EOS contracts, or their Bitcoin contracts. They have Bitcoin that runs on Ethereum. They have wrapped Bitcoin, pretty much, wrapped Ethereum, all that stuff that runs on the Ethereum network. It'd be nice if they added a PCHL. Likewise, we added their smart contracts, their EOS smart contracts onto Challenge. So I think that'd be good for both projects. And as far as in this video, I'll throw this up on YouTube afterwards. I might run a challenge asking you guys to share it. Obviously the videos that we make challenges for, that we ask people to share, those end up doing a lot better. They get way more views than the ones that don't. And go figure, it's if you give a little bit of crypto out for people to share, then that's it gets people to do things. And when we run a challenge asking people to do things like share videos and all that sort of thing, then or share posts or whatever, it's going to get exposure, it's going to get activity, and get people to share it. And that's all we're trying to build with challenges, is just a open place where people can collaborate with crypto and do all types of cool things. So it's really working out well. There's cooler and cooler challenges and things that challenge is being used for every day. Just hopefully we get in front of the right people and get seen and are able to continue to grow like we have been. We've been doing tremendous growth, and hopefully we're able to continue that and get on big exchanges, get on we want to hit 100,000 users. I said that earlier this year. So it'd really be nice to get 100,000 users by the end of the year. I think we're probably 10, maybe 15,000 users right now. Maybe on an active day we get up to 1,000 active users in a single day. So we definitely want to grow. We want to keep growing, and do all that good stuff. So it looks like we're about to wrap it up. I said I'd go to about 11. It's about 11 o'clock here Pacific time. Looks like we had a few questions, so hopefully a few people get to take advantage of that zero point 0.1 EOS question reward. If you didn't, then maybe you're gonna have to wait till next time. Maybe we'll do something similar next week, or maybe not. You'll just have to wait and see. But this looks like is it for this week, and usually we'll put out a strategy meeting at the end of or on Mondays. We'll put out a strategy meeting, and then until next week, you can jump on next week for the next week's AMA. We try to do them every Saturday. Like I said, usually City Mills is with me, but he had scheduling conflicts today, and there's been a few other people helping out with the project. Zach, maybe he'll come on live later with me today, and we'll talk about some of the stuff we're doing. But it looks like that's it for questions. And if anyone has any more, get them in here because I'm about to log off. And if not, you have to wait till next time, guys. So looks like that's it. So everyone, thanks for watching and have a good weekend.